Oh, hi. Welcome to another session of Wing Chun Kit. Looks like we got some movies coming up now. Um, Master Zed was a spin off of the last Ip Man movie. Now is on Netflix. If you want to watch, you've got Netflix, go watch it. It's about a 7, I guess, out of 10, considering it's a spin off. Um, it takes place right after Ip Man, where there's this bad guy in the last Ip Man movie, and he's kind of a higher thug, and he kind of turns a little bit better at the end of the movie, where he challenges Ip Man to a fight in private, and he loses. Well, that's the character, and his spin-off is about him right after. He decided to quit the gangs and not become a higher thug, and he opens a little convenience store, a very tiny convenience store. Of course, he then bumps into problems, and he starts fighting again against his will, and he has no choice. Um, in terms of the fight scenes, it's not bad, but I was a little bit disappointed. There seems to be an overuse of wiring. So, like when they're running and then they jump, they just go like this, and then suddenly they kind of jump like further than they should, and it kind of look unrealistic. And also when they do flips, it's kind of like they go like this, and then suddenly they go like that really high. So it didn't. It took me out of the realism because you can tell that they're using wiring, and it just doesn't look very real. In the beginning, the character he fights against Tony Jaa, which I think it's a Tony Jaa choreographed sequence because he just mirrors exactly what Tony Jaa does. Unfortunately, the actor, his acrobatic skill isn't really as good as Tony. So when he does it, he kind of doesn't pull it off the same style of finesse. Especially was one scene where he's posing and he jumps up and he's like standing on two pillars like this, and he's not really doing the splits, and you can tell that that's kind of a Tony Jaa move, and he's mirroring exactly the same move that Tony is doing, just not as impressive. Um, then he fights a little bit with Michelle Yeoh, and that part was not bad. They're playing kind of table hockey with a drink with some ice in it, and they're like hitting it back and forth on the table. It's kind of cute. Um, there was one part that was kind of unbelievable, even more unbelievable than Ip Man, where Ip Man, one person fights 20 people. In this scene, there was, I think, two people, him and another character, and they fight like 50 people. And the 50 people had short swords and steel pipes, and they had practically nothing. That kind of looked unrealistic. Like within a minute, they managed to beat up like 50 people, and the 50 people were on the ground at the end, and that didn't kind of, I don't know, didn't look as real as it should, because in modern times you try to make kung fu movies a little bit more realistic. So the thing is, the whole movie, unfortunately, there's no Wing Chun until the end, and there's only maybe a minute's worth of Wing Chun fighting, and which is the same Wing Chun move that you've seen this actor do in the last movie. So very, very disappointed. If you want to watch Wing Chun fighting in a movie, because I mean, you want to see that. If it's supposedly a Wing Chun movie, you want to see the classical chain punch. You want to see the classical Bao Sao pose, right? Bao Sao Wu Sao pose. You want to see the Gan Sao. You want to see all this Hun Sao. You want to see all that crap perform well, at least in a theatrical way. So if you want to see that, you gotta wait till Ip Man 4, I think. It's coming out in December. Here's the links of the previews, the new trailer that just came out. It's coming out in I think December 21st, 20th. It looks good. I don't know. I'm sure that I hope that the fighting will be good. Knowing all sequels are not usually better movie than the original. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And in this movie, there's a little bit of Bruce Lee as well. They can't do too much of it because of copywriting. Nobody can do a Bruce Lee movie unless you have permission from the Bruce Lee family, and most people don't have. So there's a short segments of Bruce Lee, but in the new Ip Man movie, Ip Man goes overseas and so on and so forth. So I'll be waiting for that and hope that it's going to be a good movie. And that's Wing Chun movie news for the week. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Thanks. Bye.